have some Italian homework that we need to complete, and it says that we need to make an Italian dish. So I thought we would go for a classic bolognese. There are lots of different types of pasta you could put with bolognese, but we're choosing spaghetti. There are some cheap versions and some expensive versions, but we're going to choose the most expensive one, which we normally go for. The essential ingredient to spaghetti bolognese is chopped tomatoes. We're getting these ones because it says here that it's 99.8% tomatoes. The other essential ingredient for spaghetti bolognese is beef mince. We've gone for the 5% fat one because it tastes the difference, but you shouldn't go for too high fat, but you shouldn't go for too low because the fat gives it flavour. Because I am not a big fan of mushrooms, but I thought I'd put some mushrooms in our bolognese. We also need some carrot to chop through the bolognese. We're now getting some garlic so that it has a lot of flavour. You would need onions for a bolognese, but we already have them at home, so we don't need to buy them today. For everything now, I'm going to use my hard-earned cash to pay for it all. Obviously not just this. This is a great way of getting rid of all your small change, but it is very time consuming. First you put some olive oil in the pan, then you put the onions that you've chopped up in the pan. Now we're cutting the carrot up. Traditionally it doesn't come with carrot, but we thought it would be nice because it doesn't taste much nice, but it tastes a lot nicer with carrot in. So we're chopping them up into cube-like shapes like this. And also, if you're using sharp knives, make sure you have adult permission and also guidance. Now we're putting the carrot in. Now we're chopping the mushrooms up. It depends what type of mushroom you want in your thing, but we chose closed up white ones. I think that's what they're called. So we're going to chop them down the middle like this. Like that. Then we're going to chop them 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to get them and put them in the pan. We're adding the mince in now, and I'm just going to put them up so you can see what we're doing. This is probably the most disgusting thing I've ever done. So because we're cooking for 3 people, me, my mum and my dad, it's 3 garlics and then 3 garlic cloves and 1 for the pan. So it means 1 per person and 1 for the pan. And then we're just going to use the back of the knife to scrape garlic excess off. Italian, you could add Italian herbs, but we're adding oregano, which I think is an Italian herb. That brings out the flavour. If you don't like oregano, you can add a small amount, but it still tastes much nicer with oregano because of all the flavour. You might think, why are you holding a red wine bottle, Grace? You shouldn't be drinking at this stage, but it's actually to add more depth and flavour to the bolognese. So now we're going to pull the tomatoes in, and we put all of them. Now it's looking really nice and yummy. Those tomatoes are getting all nice and mixed in. Now we're going to add some salt and pepper for seasoning. We're going to add a little bit of Leon Perry's. And now for the secret ingredient. I almost forgot to add the bay. Our bolognese is looking really good, or should I say ragu, as it's originally called in Italy. It's time to open the spaghetti. That was satisfying. Whilst we're waiting for our spaghetti, we're going to grate our Parmigiano Reggiano.
How is it, Grace?
Really nice.
Is it cooked or?
The pasta's a bit al dente, but I'm sure it'll get much better.
How is it, Grace?
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing.